figured it'd be fitting if I recorded this in a tree, since the book's about the tree. My first item was my first high school goal puck, and I scored my first high school goal, but it was a very bittersweet goal. Even though I was pretty happy that I scored it, we ended up losing the game 7-1. I also scored the goal near the final seconds of the game, making it even less accomplishing. Like, Gene accomplishing his goal of telling Finney that he made him fall off the branch. I don't want to fall. And then it was too little too late, as Finney was very upset with Gene and ended up breaking his leg again. Even though Finney was slightly forgave Gene near the end, the game was already over. In Finney's time, it ran out. For my next item, I got a buck knife from Canada. It was given to me as a gift, and I was super happy with it. I used it to solve problems I always knew my dad or my uncle with, because usually they carried a knife. I was able to cut fishing line and whittle to pass time out in Canada. It was a camping trip. I had no electronics at all. But then I started to get a little careless with it, and when you get careless, things can go wrong. I ended up cutting myself, which could end poorly if we didn't have the proper medical supplies. It's like Finney and Gene's relationship. They were caring and had lots of fun together, but Finney was careless, though, and didn't notice when Gene was becoming more and more upset, which ended up with him injured, and caused lots of tension and lots of guilt between the both of them. My third item was my President's Trophy banner. I got it when I was a captain of the team. I was very proud of us, because we led the division. We were going to the playoffs, and we probably could have won that year if we didn't lose in the first round. And it really shows how the great can crumble, Like Gene, who is great at school and some sports and has plenty of friends, but he ended up crumbling to the jealousy of her, and ends up hurting his best friend because of how jealous he is of Finney, and the guilt keeps tearing him down and down, causing lots of problem in his winter session. My fourth item is actually this tree. Now, this tree has been with me my entire life. It's been here since I was born, and since I've always lived here in this house. It really means a lot to me. I mean, it's kind of similar, because, I was reading the book, but it's the same crooked, dying branches with the red berries falling everywhere when it comes winter time. The thing is, it always brings back a weird sense of nostalgia. Like the sun, getting out in the sun and picking weeds, or running around it for ghosts in the graveyard. It always lingers inside my head, like how Gene's tree lingers inside Gene's head. It brings back a sense of fun, young nostalgia, but it also tells him the pain of hurting Finney, eating at his conscience, like a burning memory. I cut my hair. I didn't really like it anymore. My haircut is me losing something special to me. My hair is something that I fidget with constantly, and I mess around with, just trying to make it look good, even though it ends up looking terrible most of the time. It's like someone biting their nails, or something along those lines. I decided that I didn't want it anymore. I just decided I didn't like it anymore, and it wasn't for me, and I feel like it could be compared to Finney's innocence, as it was a major part of him, and he slowly lost it as the novel went on. His spark was bright and burning at the beginning of the novel, and he was dead and buried by the end. After the first fall, it just wasn't the same. It was only a hindrance. And after the second fall, it was all over. By the time he fell, he has come to terms with what Gene did, and can't hide behind the fake war facade anymore, showing how he has completely lost all his innocence.